This is part 2 of our video series on how to factor by grouping. So if you haven't watched part 1, go watch that on my YouTube channel. And here we are going to put parentheses around the first two terms, and then we are going to put parentheses around the second two terms. Okay, so in the first set of parentheses, we can factor out v squared. That is the greatest common factor, and we would be left with 3v plus 8. And then notice that both of these terms in the second set of parentheses are negative. So I'm going to factor out a negative 8. That is the greatest common factor, and then we would be left with 3v plus 8. And notice that we end up getting the same thing inside each set of parentheses. So I'm going to factor that out, and we get 3v plus 8. And then what's left over is we get v squared minus 8. And that is how you factor that expression. Example 4 gives us 24r cubed plus 9r squared minus 64r minus 24. So I'm going to group the first two terms together and the second two terms together. Now, the first group has a greatest common factor of 3r squared. That's going to leave me with 8r plus 3. And then from the second set, I can factor out a minus 8, and that would give me 8r plus 3 left over. Notice that these are the same, so I can factor out the 8r plus 3, and what's going to be left over is 3r squared minus 8. And that is how you factor that expression by grouping. That concludes this video.